Hi, and welcome to the Evolve and Thrive Small Business Virtual Bootcamp. Today's webinar is Introduction to Facebook and Instagram Advertising. Who is this for? This is for the entrepreneur, small business owner, or startup that is looking to gain an understanding of Facebook and Instagram advertising. My name is Jose Victor Castellanos, and I teach entrepreneurs and business owners digital marketing and help them grow their business using digital marketing strategies. I'm the founder of Recon Media Inc., a digital marketing agency in Boynton Beach, Florida. You can connect with me on both Facebook and Instagram. You can see my handles right there. I'll be happy to connect with you. Just send me a DM, let me know that you were on this webinar, and I will connect with you. A little bit more about me. First and foremost, I am a family man. Here you'll see my 2 kids and my wife. On the far left, you'll see me in the mud there. That's actually an obstacle race, so I'm really big into fitness and health and love competing in obstacle races. I also love to travel. In the bottom left corner, you'll see my family and I in the Dominican Republic. And on the far right side, you'll see me with a camera in my hand as I like to take pictures and do a little photography as a hobby. The top right, you'll see the 2 logos. You'll see Recon Media Inc., like I mentioned. That is my digital marketing agency. We are now 5 years old, specializing in paid advertising, specifically helping our clients run and manage their Google AdWords campaigns, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Sapo Company is a company that I used to have. I actually sold that company. It was an organic soap company at the time where we were selling organic soaps online. So I created that brand, grew that brand, created a nice little audience for it, and ended up selling it back in 2018. So that's enough about me. Let's start to dive into it. The first thing we need to do is let's talk about some stats about Facebook advertising. First, how does Facebook stack up against the rest of these social media platforms that are out there? Really, Facebook dominates with 2 billion monthly active users. YouTube very close behind. Then you have WeChat, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. What makes Instagram though Facebook so powerful is that it has Instagram as part of its arsenal. So Facebook actually owns Instagram, so you have access to both. So when you are running ads on Facebook, you're also able to run those ads on Instagram as well, or on one platform and not the other. That's up to you. Some more stats. So Facebook actually controls nearly 20% of the global digital advertising spend. So out of all the billions of dollars that are spent on digital advertising, Facebook controls nearly 20% of that digital advertising spend. They also dominate with 25% of all digital video spend. So video views, and they're really trying to compete against YouTube. So they have a big push for this. So that's why they have such a big share in video spending. Then the other thing that to look at is that only nearly 25% of all Facebook pages are advertising on Facebook and Instagram. So, there's still 3/4 of the competition that is not out there advertising yet on Facebook or Instagram. And just to let you know how quickly people are actually jumping on this, just 4 years ago, it was only 6% of Facebook pages were advertising. So, in the last 4 years, we've jumped up a lot, and I expect that to jump up even more and more rapidly as we continue on. So what do you need to get started with Facebook and Instagram advertising? The most common answer that I get is just a Facebook page, an Instagram business page, and a Facebook ad account. And really, that's really all you need, but it's not really all you really need. What you really need to have is not just your Facebook business page and your Instagram business page and your ad account, but you also need to have your Facebook pixel installed on your website. You need to have custom audiences set up, custom conversions, and also a strategy to know what you're trying to achieve and what your goal is, and really have a plan of what you're doing. So let's dive into it. First, let's get into the setup. First thing you need to do is set up your Facebook business page. If you don't have one, You can go to business.facebook.com and go ahead and start the process there and create a business manager as well as your Facebook business page. But you'll create that, fill out all the information. You'll also create your Instagram business page. So when you create an Instagram account, it will ask you if you are creating this as personal or for business. You must have a business account in order to use your Instagram profile to run ads with. There's two different types of business accounts. There's just a regular business account, and then there's a creator account. Really, most people are going to be using a business account. The creator account is going to be more for YouTubers, people that are just specifically creating videos and content for the platform. You also have your business manager. So what I mentioned before was go to business.facebook.com, and here you can actually create your business manager as well as your business page as well as your ad account. But what this business manager does is it's the hub for all your Facebook business assets. So it would have your Facebook ad account, it would have your Facebook business page or pages or ad accounts. If you have multiple pages, multiple businesses, you can run them all through the business manager and have one place to control it all. As well as the business manager allows you to easily provide access to other people. So if you have team members or you need to have an agency work on your account, this allows it much easier for you to give them access while you still remaining in control and owning your business page. Last thing you want is someone else to claim ownership of your business page or your ad account, and then you can't have it in your business manager. So make sure to have your business manager set up, as well as there are certain features that are only available through the business manager, such as selling through the catalog and catalog sales. So, as I mentioned, within that business manager, you would have your ads manager. So your ads manager is where you are going to run and manage all your actual campaigns. This is where you create your ads and manage your campaigns and make adjustments to them and see all the reporting. So you'll see all the reporting and create through the ads manager. All right, so this is the Facebook pixel. This is very important. You need to add the Facebook pixel to your website so that you can track people that are visiting your website. So people that are visiting your website, you're actually able then to advertise to them directly on Facebook and Instagram, but you need to have this pixel installed. You're also able to create what's called a custom conversion so that Facebook can actually optimize your campaign to generate more conversions. All right, so if you want to generate more sales or you want to generate more leads, Facebook needs to be able to recognize that, hey, someone filled out the form and submitted it and it came from Facebook. And the only way for Facebook to know that is to have that set up by setting up your Facebook pixel and setting up your custom conversions. So why is the pixel so important? So like I mentioned, it creates an audience. So you can create audiences based on website activity. So depending on what pages they visit, how much time they spend on your site, you can create audiences and of these people within the back end of Facebook so that later on you can advertise specifically to the people that visited specific pages or visited your website. This also allows Facebook to know what's generating you the sales and leads, and it also allows for Facebook's AI, artificial intelligence, to optimize the campaign for your conversion goal. So whatever your goal is, when Facebook's able to know what it is that you're trying to achieve and is able to track that, they will optimize the campaign to show your ad to people who are more likely to take action and complete the goal that you're looking to achieve. Custom conversions. So this is what I was talking about. This is the other part of the pixel, is custom conversion. So when someone actually purchases or fills out a form on your website, that Facebook's able to track it. So within the custom conversion section here, you would actually be able to create it, add in what your thank you page is, so that Facebook will know that a conversion happened because of the traffic that came from Facebook because of an ad. Custom audiences. So this is the next part with the pixel. Once you have that pixel installed, you're able to start to create custom audiences for your website. But custom audiences are not just for your website. There's multiple custom audiences that can be created. So here you'll see all the different custom audiences that can be created from your website traffic, as I mentioned. You can upload your customer list. You can do video. So if you have videos on Facebook, you're actually able to segment people based on how much of the video they watched. So if you have a video that is 3 minutes long and someone watched 1.5 minutes of it, that's a pretty long time for someone to actually spend watching a video nowadays. So they were likely very engaged and interested in whatever it was that you had to show in that video. And you would want to separate those people into a separate, what I call a bucket, or in this case, a custom audience, to advertise specifically to them, maybe a more call to action for them to take action to buy your product or service. Then you can create custom audiences based on just engagement on your Facebook and Instagram pages. If you use events and run events and have event pages on Facebook, you can create audiences based on people interacting with those pages. And you can dive really deep into creating a lot of these different custom audiences to really help scale your Facebook campaigns. So here are a few custom audiences that should be created when setting up. You want to do your Facebook engagement, Instagram engagement. You want to do definitely all website traffic. If you have specific pages on your website that people visit, or a specific service that you want to be able to advertise specifically to, you can create an audience for that specific page. So if someone goes to your page about selling lamps, now when you go to advertise, you can hit that specific custom audience of people that went to your lamps page and show them more lamps and show them your special or whatever it is that you want to show them, but it'll be specific to those people that landed on that specific page. Also create video engagement audience, so that way if you are running videos, engagement on videos is a great way to segment your target audience and know who's really engaged with your brand and your services. Some other audiences that you can create is the lead form. So if you're using the lead form in your ads, you can create custom audiences based on people opening it, not submitting it, opening it and submitting it. And then so that way you can remarket to people based on those different actions. Then you also have events, which are the Facebook events or events that you put on there. Maybe it's a webinar, maybe it's a networking event, whatever types of events that you're creating pages for. If you're creating them, you should have a custom audience for those. So now that we have everything set up, the next part would be planning. So next is, who is your audience or target? You can use your custom audiences that you've created. You can also create what are called lookalike audiences, or even the saved audiences that you may have saved based on some targeting that you selected. So some of the selections that you have is options for demographics, interests, and behaviors. You can select these different interests, demographics, and behaviors, and then you can save that audience through your targeting in the ad campaign. But you can also learn a little bit more about who these people are by using what's called audience insights. So audience insights allows you to actually look into these different demographics, locations, pages that they like, their online activity, so that you can build what are called buyer personas. So what I do is I come in here and put in their main interest. So for example, if mine is, let's say fitness, I would put fitness in there and kind of see, what the demographics are, what pages they like, where they're located. And I use a spreadsheet to keep track of these different audiences or personas that we could create. So you could create one as far as, male, female, with an interest in fitness and 24-hour fitness gyms or something. And you can create that as a buyer persona and target that and see how that works. But you can create multiple buyer personas through here. And what you'll notice is at the top of the audience insights, there's a button that says save. So once you create an audience within Audience Insights, you can save it so that you can use it for your targeting within your campaign. So this is a great way to kind of set up your audiences, especially if you're starting from scratch and don't have any custom audiences. This is a great way to look into the audiences, see who you're able to target, and then save that audience for you to target within your ad campaign. There's the Facebook ad library. So the Facebook ad library is very powerful. Facebook's all about transparency. And here in this ad library, you can go in here and type in any Facebook business page and see their ads. If they are currently running ads at the time you do your search, it will show you the ads that they are currently running. Sometimes you can see some of the ads that they have run in the past, but typically it's going to be their most current ads, and you can see when they started them and all the information. You can click on them to see where they're going, and it gives you good insights into what your competition is doing, what's working for them, what type of language they're using, because depending on the industry, what you say could get your account flagged and shut down, especially in healthcare, fitness. If you're making any sort of claims, financial claims, you want to be careful on what you say. You don't want to get your ad account banned and shut down right when you're getting started. So you can use the ad library, look at your competition, see what they're doing, get some ideas for copy, some ideas for your images, and just see what they're doing. Gives you some good ideas and get your creative juices going. The next thing is they also have what's called Creative Hub. So the Creative Hub is a way to create your ad without having to go through the ad process. So similar to the Audience Insights, where you can look at the audience and kind of customize it and then save it. Within the Creative Hub, you can create your ad and then save it. So it gives you all the options. That you can use to create your ad, so that you can create the mock-up within here. You can share it with someone and get feedback. And then once you're ready, you can actually just import it right into your ad account so that you can just go ahead and finish your setup. So it's a great way to create ads without having to go through the ad process, especially if you're looking to have ads approved or just want to kind of see what it's going to look like. It's a great way to preview your ads using Creative Hub. All right, so now let's dive into some of these advertising options that are available to you. The first and most common advertising option that people use is the Boost Post option, or on Instagram, Promote Post. And most people click on it and see all the advertising options and get excited and start trying to target their perfect ideal prospect. The purpose behind the Boost Post was not for you to target your ideal prospect. It was actually for you to take your posts and boost them to your existing fans and their followers. So when you post on Facebook and even on Instagram, now it's getting less and less on Instagram, but on Facebook for sure, it is less than 2% of your audience will see your post. So when you post on Facebook, and say you have 10 followers or 100 followers, maybe 20 people will see it. And if none of those 20 people see it, or like it, then your post doesn't go anywhere. No one else really will get a chance to see it, because it's really based on engagement. So you need engagement in order for it to actually grow organically. And most pages are too small to grow organically. And that's why they put the Boost Post option in there. So when you post, you hit Boost Post. And then within that, you'll see an option that says people who like your page and their friends. Because people follow what their friends are doing, and if they see that their friend is on your page, then there's a good chance they may also need your service as well and go and look into it. So Boost Post is intended to promote your content to your existing fans that are followers of your page, because they currently are not seeing it. and they liked your page for a reason, so you might as well boost a couple posts to them so that they can see it, re-engage, and keep your brand top of mind. These are all the other advertising options. Once you go into the Ads Manager and hit Create Ad, you'll be presented with all these options. So the one thing I want you to look at is each one, there's 3 headings: awareness, consideration, and conversion. These 3 headings are for a reason. They create what is called a funnel. It's a marketing funnel. The first thing you want to do in any marketing is you want to create awareness about your products and services. Then you want people to consider your products and services. Then you want them to convert to purchase your products and services. And then you want to retain your customer, because it's a lot cheaper to retain a customer than it is to acquire a new customer. So let's go through these different advertising options. The first one is brand awareness. So brand awareness, when you use this option, is intended to help your brand get the most reach possible to people who are most likely going to be interested in your brand because they are already interested in other brands like yours. So if I was Nike and I use brand awareness, it's a good chance that the people it's going to show my ads to are people that are fans of maybe Adidas and Puma, right? It's creating brand awareness. If you like sneakers, you're probably going to like our sneakers too. Reach is different. Reach is like just blanketing the entire area and just getting as much coverage as possible and showing it to everybody and anybody that falls into your specific target. So there's no, specific trying to show it to anybody else. It's just completely just going to maximize the number of people that your ad is shown to. Then you have consideration. So within the consideration phase, this is where you can start to drive traffic to your website, to your mobile app, or even start messenger conversations now. You can do so with traffic. It's to send people somewhere to a specific destination. Where do you want to send them to? Your blog, your website, your video, whatever it may be. That's to actually send someone to a different place, different website, or messenger conversation. Engagement, when you use the engagement option, that is going to show your ad to people that are more likely to engage with your post, meaning clicking on it, liking it, sharing it, viewing it, hitting read more, and just doing some sort of action to engage with the post itself, not necessarily taking action to go visit an actual website or something else along those matters. It's specifically around engagement to like the post, like the page, click on the image, read more, anything like that having to do with the actual post itself. App installs will show your ads to people that are more likely to install your app. Pretty straightforward. Video views is going to show your ad to people that are more likely to sit and watch your video. So it's going to show it to people who are more likely watching more videos than other people. Lead generation, which I love this lead generation option, is to drive more sales leads. So what this does is instead of you driving people to a landing page or your website for them to maybe, hopefully, pray and they'll fill out the form, within the lead generation, this actually creates a form right within the Facebook and Instagram platform. So the user never leaves the platform and is able to just submit their information to you, and then they can continue on their merry way through their feed. So lead generation is very powerful. I'll have some case studies on that at the end. Messages. So messages is if you're specifically looking to just generate some messages and chat with people and get the prospect to engage with you into a conversation. The last part is conversion. So conversions is going to focus on that conversion that you set up, that custom conversion that you are looking to achieve. So if that's sales on your website, more lead submissions on your website, that's what this is going to do. It's going to place your ad in front of people that are more likely going to complete that final action of converting and purchasing or submitting their information on your website. Catalog sales. If you have your e-commerce store connected to Facebook, or if you've created your own sales catalog sales, you can promote your products through the catalog sales option, and this will go ahead and allow people to purchase the products right through Facebook and Instagram through this platform. Then you have store visits. This is for brick and mortar stores, and what this does is places your ads to people right around your specific area to encourage them to come into your store to visit your location. So now that we've gone through all those different options, now let's learn, what is it that it takes to create an actual campaign. There's actually 9 simple steps. So we're going to go through them real quick. It's really easy, so I'll take my time with it. So it's not going to be as quick, but we're going to go through this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select what your objective is. What is your goal? And so these are all the ones that we just went over. So you'd really want to think about what is it that you're looking to achieve. To create awareness, you don't necessarily have to be in the awareness category. You just want to think of your advertising in that way, as far as creating awareness, then having people start to consider you, and then pushing for the conversion. It's very hard to convert people if you are just pushing, hey, buy my product, and they've never even heard of you or seen you before and have no clue who you are, what you do, what your product does. So you'll pick your objective here. They will give you an option to split test your budget amongst different ad groups. That's up to you. But what that does is when you do campaign budget optimization, that will take your budget that you set on the campaign level and adjust where it spends the budget based on the performance of each ad group. So it will automatically spend more money on the ad groups that are performing the best. So much more technical stuff and diving a little too deep there, but just so that you know, that's what that's going to do. But once you select your objective, the next step is set your target. So here you can set your target. At the very top, you'll see where it says create new audience or use saved audience. And if you select use saved audience, you'll be able to select any one of those audiences that you may have created within the audience insights section, as well as you'll be able to select your custom audiences within there as well. Then you'll select the location of these people. Little tip, where it says location, there's a drop down there. So it automatically defaults to say people living in or recently in this location. And when it says recently in this location, that could be people that are traveling. So if you are in an area that there's a lot of tourism, you may not want to use this option, and you may want to just switch it to people living in this area. And then you can set the specific area and location and radius. And then you'll go down and set your age, gender, and then you'll get into detailed targeting if you want to add in some additional targeting there. That's where you can add in the behaviors and interests that someone may have. Once you have your target set up, then you're going to go ahead and be asked for your placement of where you want your ads to be shown. I recommend to start off with automatic placement. With automatic placement, Facebook's AI will automatically show your ads in the places that it's going to perform the best. So if it's not going to perform well in an area, it's not going to show it there. If it goes and shows it in an area and it doesn't perform well, it's going to stop showing it there. So it allows the AI to really do its own thing and really put your ad in places where it's going to best perform. If you want to edit the placement, you can edit the placement. There's a bunch of different options there that you'll see that you'll be provided, and you can select which options you want to be in. Then you'll select your budget. So you can go ahead and select how much you want to spend per day, or if you want to set a total budget, set how long you want that campaign to run. So you can set an end date if you'd like. And then you would be presented in the next step to select your page and accounts. So you'll select your Facebook page, and then you'll select your Instagram page. You do have to have your Facebook and Instagram accounts connected within the back end of your Facebook page. So if you go to your Facebook page, click on settings, there's a section there that says Instagram, and it will allow you to connect your accounts so that you'll be able to advertise through here. Then you'll select the type of ad format that you'd like. If you've used one from Creative Hub, that will automatically import, so you wouldn't even have to do this step anymore. But if you didn't, you would go ahead and create your ad here by selecting the type of format that you want. And then you would upload your actual video or image, as well as fill in all the information for your ad, the primary text, the headline, any descriptions, the links that you may be linking to, and then the call to action button that you may want to use. And then you'll add tracking. So tracking is just merely making sure that that little checkbox is turned on for your Facebook pixel, so that you make sure that you're tracking everything. And then you will hit confirm and publish. And that's it. Once you hit confirm and publish, your campaign will automatically go into review. And once it's in review, you'll be notified if there's any issues. But you can always check what's called account quality. Within the account quality, it will show you if your ad is still in review. And if there was an issue with your ad, it will show you what that issue is here, as well as a link to where you could learn more about the issue and how to correct the issue. To avoid any issues, I recommend you read the advertising policies. So just go to Google, type in Facebook advertising policies. It'll come right up. Go through them, read them. So just to make sure that you know what you're doing there and you don't want to get your account flagged. Accounts get shut down all the time for violations of their advertising policies. So just make sure you know them, or at least have skimmed through them and understand them. And then after you've run your campaign and it's been running for a while, the next thing is going to be reporting. So let's talk about some of the key reporting terms that you're going to see along the top when you go into reporting. The first thing you're going to see is going to be results. So results are going to be the number of times your ad achieved the specific outcome that you wanted it to achieve. So whether that's link clicks, whether that is message conversations, whether that is lead forms, it's going to tell you how many of those it achieved under results. Reach is going to be the number of people that the ad reached, how many people were actually shown the ad. This counts each individual person, where impressions is the number of times the ad was shown, right? So the ad could have been shown to one person 2 or 3 times. That counts as 3 impressions, right? So those are impressions. Then you have your cost per result. So what did it cost you to actually achieve that result, to achieve that link click, to achieve that lead form, to achieve that message conversation, achieve that conversion? How much did it actually cost to achieve that? Then you have amount spent. That is how much you spent in your advertising. Followed by frequency. Frequency is how many times a single individual on average saw your ad. So frequency is going to be that. On average, it takes 7 to 8 times of someone seeing a brand or product or service for them to take action to actually reach out and engage or fill out a form. So keep that in mind. If you see a frequency crawl up to 2, maybe even 3, it's not something to freak out about. It's actually a good thing. You want people to see your ad over and over, so that way it can resonate with them, stay top of mind. A lot of times people see it the first time, they don't take action, and they hope and pray that it shows up to them again. So this with more frequency, you can do that. Unique link clicks is going to be each individual person who clicked on your link, where link clicked is going to count all the link clicks no matter what. So if I clicked on it 5 times, that's going to count all link clicks, where under unique link clicks, me clicking on it 5 times would only count once. So that's some of the reporting there that you'll be looking at. So let me just show you some case studies of what I've been able to do with Facebook advertising, and you'll be able to do as well. So here are 2 case studies. The top one is an event venue. They spent just under $600, generated 56 leads at $10.61 a lead. each one of their parties is over $4,000 to $5,000 a party. Just closing one of these leads pays for them, pays for me. Closing two of them, they're making profit. So 56 leads for $600, great opportunity. And what a lead counts is first name, last name, phone number, and email address provided. Right? So these people are providing all that information to the client. The one right below that is a lead generation for an ebook that I was running for a little while. And here I spent just under $230, generated 58 downloads at $3.97 a download. That's when I first started. With all campaigns, the more you optimize them and keep them going and adjust them, the better they can get. So after a month, the following month, I was already down to $2.85 per sign up for that same ebook. So already down $1, just after the first month of testing and making some optimization and making some tweaks, and this will continue to go down as I continue to optimize it. Here's an example of a campaign for a fitness gym. Here, this is a little bigger budget, spent $1,200, but from this, we were able to generate 111 leads at $11.39. So that's 111 people that provided first name, last name, email, and phone number. Keep in mind, obviously, not everybody's going to be a perfect prospect and answer their phone and get right back to you and contact you and sign up. So you still have all this contact information. What I always recommend people do is take all this information, put it into a lead nurturing system, some sort of email drip campaign where you can continue to email them until they come back to you and purchase from you and are ready. So that's everything there. Let's do a quick little recap of what it is that we went over today. It is definitely a lot. So first and foremost, we went over setup. So making sure you have your business manager with your Facebook page and ad manager. Make sure to install your pixel on your website and set up custom conversions. And then create custom audiences so that you can remarket to the people that have engaged with your brand, your website, and your social media posts. Plan who you are targeting. See what your competitors are doing. Right? We went over the 11 different advertising options that there are. So make sure that you're selecting the one that's going to best fit your objective and goal. Then we went through the 9 steps of creating your ad. So simple 9 steps: select your objectives, set your target, set your placement, set your budget and schedule. Make sure you select the right page and Instagram account, your ad format, create your ad, and then set your tracking and then publish it. And then the last thing is your reporting. And a little pro tip, a lot of times when you look at the reporting, you may get discouraged. It may not be performing as well as you thought it was going to out of the gate. But don't be too quick to make any adjustments. Allow Facebook some time to learn and optimize it on its own. I usually give campaigns 2 to 3 days for it to kind of optimize and see how it performs, as Facebook does get better as it has more time to show the ad and optimize itself. So thank you so much for hanging in there all the way to the end. I do have some goodies and specials for you. So if you go and visit this link right here, bit.ly/evolve-thrive, there you can actually pick up a free copy of my Facebook and Instagram advertising checklist. You can also pick up a free copy of the social media management planning calendar. So it's a 12-month calendar where you can plan out all your social media posts. There's also a video with that explains how to use it. As well as if you want to learn any more, there's also some guides on there, custom audience guide, and also how to generate leads with no website using that Facebook lead form. And if you are interested in diving in a little bit deeper and wanting to learn more yourself, there's also an accelerator there that you can click on. Go to that link there, bit.ly FBIG ads accelerator, to learn how we can work together and help you become a Facebook advertising pro for your business. So thanks again. My name is Jose Victor Castellanos. If you have any questions or would like to discuss your business marketing needs, make sure to reach out to me at jose@reconmediainc.com. And you can also visit my websites there, josevictorcastellanos.com and reconmediainc.com. Thanks, and I appreciate your time.